Hello everybody and welcome back. Welcome back once again to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. If you're wondering about my voice, if it does sound a little bit croaky, I just woken up about 10 minutes ago and I just couldn't resist but to get straight into playing this game. I played for about 4 hours yesterday. I even played an hour's worth of multiplayer to give that a try. And so I'm really in the mood to crack on with this game. Last time we left off, as we say good morning to Koku, we lost Mordin on Tuchanka. Sacrificed himself to release the genophage cure. Kind of a somber ending to the day's affairs, but he gave his life, and we're going to make sure that it's not in vain. So, without further ado, we have some messages to read. So yeah, I played multiplayer yesterday, and I gotta say, it's not actually too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I'm up to galactic readiness rating 57%. It's better than 50%. If I play a bit of multiplayer every other night whilst I'm doing this LP, I'll get close to as 100% as possible. Okay, so we have some news from the Alliance News Network. Feros. A group of colonists on Feros have mounted a defensive against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zoo's Hope, said to be survivors of a savage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonists are using improvised weapons, as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. "This is our home," colony spokesperson Lisbeth Bainham said. "We've survived worse, and we know how to fight together." The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. And again, Zoo's Hope, another location for Mass Effect 1. Lisbeth Bainham, that scientist. It's good to hear they're thriving, eh? Under attack, but doing well. Still fighting from Shiala. Oh, was she the Asari that we saved from the from that massive plant thing, the Thorian? And I think she's just letting us know what the news is, that they're fighting Reapers now. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now, I can confirm that, but the spores in our bodies remain. And on some level, we are still connected. Yep. Definitely her. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sombra's voice in my head when I went willingly to the Thorian as its thrall. But my connection to the people of Zoo's Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper voices. The situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists should separate for their own safety, but with one mind, the untrained fight with the skill of veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I have not forgotten how you helped us, how you spared me. We are leaving Feros soon, and when the time comes, we will fight with you. Seems we may have ourselves another ally here in the fight. You see how little things that you've done in the past games just add up to give you a bit of a boost here? It's really quite ingenious. From General Corinthus. Menai. Oh yes, Menai, the moon, Palaven's moon. When you arrived on Menai, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You've broken an alliance that many thought impossible. Palaven might be saved after all. General Corinthus. Making babies from Rex. Making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call you my friend. Eve is in the Kelphic Valley, enlisting support from the other clans and spreading the word. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her, but too bad. I run the show. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Oh dear. And finally, Dalatras Linron. Yeah, blah de blah. Deeply disappointed by your actions at Tuchanka. As I thought I made clear, curing the genophage will be a long-term consequences. Once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping a resurgent Krogan. They will seek revenge, and the Solarian Union will be among their first targets. When the day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I am ashamed to also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. This is a dark day. Yeah, stupid woman, shut up. Shut your face, woman. I'm not. Wasn't going to backstab my friends, I tell you. Shepard hates being double-crossed, and he would not do it to others. So I think it's time to chat away once again with the crew members. And then I think it's time to jet off to the Citadel. Or if any new systems are open to us, we might do a little bit of scanning first. Chief Engineer Adams wants to speak. Well, we'll get round to it.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see him in action.
Huh. You do me injustice. Oh. Hey, Garrus, what are you doing up here?
My turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, one to ask me sorry for technical help, and one to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Well, it seems that... where's Edie gone? She's not here today. Seems trading jokes here. Good to see everybody's in good spirits.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
To be honest, I did it so the Krogan would help your people.
And believe me, it won't be forgotten. Our fleets will be there for Earth. I'll make sure of it.
I know you will.
And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
It could happen.
I know. It's a chance we have to take.
I don't know, it's his brother.
I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Yes, the thought
Let's hope our
did
luck
never,
holds.
well, I'd say never crossed my mind. Maybe for a slight minuscule of a second I considered. And then instantly, well, almost instantly said, no way, I cannot do that to Rex. Not a chance. If it was some random Krogan person that I was trying to assist, I might have been a bit more tempted, but I just couldn't bring myself to double-cross an old friend like that. And imagine the even more guilt that would have happened if I'd have lied to Morden about it, and he'd have sacrificed himself releasing a genophage cure for nothing. It would have been absolute... Shepard having sleepless nights already. He'd have been really in a bad state of affairs mentally if that had happened. I wonder if Morden's just added to our list. Tally's name has been punted. Ah, there he is, look. Morden Solus. I'm not looking with envy at how many blank spaces there are in this wall. Are they expecting us to fill this with more names? I blooming well hope not. And for the love of God, I hope I don't have my own name added there anytime soon. God bless you all. Giving your life to assist in any way you could. Okay, so we've got Dr. Chakwas is back in her medical facility. We've got Edie who's now in the AI core. We have Liara in her cabin, so we'll pop in and say hello to all of those.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Yeah, Threshermore did a number on that Reaper, eh? That was beautiful. Beautiful to watch. As I said at the time, the only time I probably would be cheering on a Threshermore to kill something. No upgrades. Mass relay traffic reports. In the Widow, 95% increase. Omega, 65% increase. Charon relay, Shang-Chi Theta relay unavailable. Decreases in Sane Hand and Pelion. Whatever that means.
The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they?
No, not at all. That's all you have to say for me after that rather exciting and, you know, quite sad mission that we just encountered. That's all you have to say for me? I'm a little bit disappointed, Liara. Too busy tapping away at your computer. You become so distant. Dr. C, back in your medical bay, eh? I bet you're glad in a way, aren't you?
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Maybe he does. Makes him appear battle-hardened. Edie, what you doing down here?
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small.
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Oh God.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Yes, it didn't seem small when we were up close and personal with the thing. It was trying to blast us to death and crushing me beneath its down foot. But in comparison, I can kind of see where you're coming from. Engineering. Okay, so here we have Engineer Adams, Donnelly, and Daniels, and Javik. Just pop in to say hello to Javik. See who he's talking to now. Nobody. He's finally got a moment to reflect, has he? Without interruption. Oh.
Commander,
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. You're reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion? Or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life?
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Huh. You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it would take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
I want to see what's on this memory shard, I tell you. You looked at it again. Wonder what hidden delights are on there, or maybe not delights, maybe tragedies. Yes, we're getting a gist that the Reapers were not, or the Reapers, the Protheans rather, were not as noble, I say noble as Liara made out, you know, they were liberating and they give people culture. They seem more like dictators to me, crushing the weak beneath their foot and, you know, enslaving people to their ways. But then when he made a comment regarding, well, the Reapers took centuries to destroy the Protheans, and therefore the latter half, or the last few generations of the Protheans will have just known nothing but war. So obviously that will definitely change your outlook on life. It's quite an interesting theory.
Adams would like to speak to you.
Yes, I know. I'm coming.
You should go see Adams, Commander.
But he's having a crisis. What's the matter here?
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle. At the same moment, the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
You got it.
I'll look for one next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Yes, Shepard not in tune with all the techno mumbo jumbo of the ship. But if they're assuring him that this pipe will make it safer, then he'll buy it. No questions asked.